die tonight, but if I do, I'm a...
Love thyself.
Knowing there's a problem at hand to begin with.
Whoop whoop. How are we, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Might Die podcast, the best and hardest podcast in Australia.
In the world.
In the world. You like that one, Schmidt, for a good intro? How are you, Big Schmidt?
Pretty good, thank you. Cruising along. How's yourself?
I am doing pretty well. Can't complain.
To go. Here we are for episode 18.
Correct. On that note, I had a bit of a thought about that this morning and was like, I don't know why I started from episode 1 for season 2. Like I called the hospital one we did, like episode 1, season 2, where technically it was episode 16 or 17 or something like that. Right. 16.
But
this
it
is our third one.
had been a fair chunk of time between those, so...
Correct. But I look at it in a big picture too of like, you know, there's 150 Simpsons episodes. They don't go back to one every season.
No.
So that was fully my mistake. So on another note too, we're 18, bruv. 18 episodes in. Hey, we're allowed to legally drink and drive. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I haven't done that for fucking years.
Do you want to talk about the times we did it, Shmeto? Or?
We could.
We could with fuck. So yeah, we've obviously everything's been going pretty good with these podcasts. Just to touch in on that, much thanks to everyone that is tuning in, giving it a sus. I don't know why everyone jumped on the first one. They were probably just curious. They were like, "Why is Big Schmidt?" Like, we just got a lot of attention on that hospital one. But
and I guess first time back, all the above. It's going to take a little bit for the flow to start and everyone to kind of get back on board to be like, oh, it's consistent. They're back. They're kind of doing it. I think it might have been a little bit of a thing of like, oh, they disappeared and then we're back because there's, you know, something's happened, and it was like, it's not the case. It was just all kind of fell into place. We were talking prior to my injury of getting this back up and going, and it was kind of just that little bit of a push, I guess, and started it off. So
I think so. I think it's got a lot to do with Sticky Beacon too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like everyone was like, I wonder what was the go with them two, and what are they doing, and what's wrong with his leg? And now that, like, you know, the next episodes come, they're like, we don't give a these cunts are just gonna fucking.
They're back to it again. Fucking rubbernecks.
You get them. Which on that note was also pretty funny. I was just sort of saying before, yesterday I put a little video up on the Instagram stories and that, and Facebook was just like, if you got any questions, ask along. Ask along. I don't think that's the right way to say it, but
ask away.
Ask away. Duh. And that happened. So we got, at the start, what I was going to say is it was real slow at the start. It's sort of weird. Wigs me out that, like, I have, like, thousands of people watching what I do, but then, like, no one's got a question for me. It's like, you fucking cheeky little fucking one-eyed cunts just like, oh, I'm just going to watch it. I don't want to say anything because I don't have the balls. Or it's got a lot to do with I'm probably that raw and straight up. They probably might not want to hear the answer I'm going to give them.
Yeah, and on that note as well with myself, obviously with everything going on, this is like to the audience and to Shane, fucking with my leg, I'm going to get into that position too of on my social front for the people that ain't on yours, or because we've got a lot of cross, like majority of our people are there
Definitely
on each side, but we do have those people that you've got that don't know anything about me, and I've got people that I've got that know nothing about you. So I will be more getting onto that, sharing, promoting, all of the above. It's just at the minute I've got other things that I've got happening on the forefront.
It's a slow process too. You don't just fucking jump straight back into that and know how to like social media. Like 100%. I'm not saying you don't. Like you've learnt a lot. You know what you're doing in that game. I think you're pretty good at it. But it's also like you do need to just like ease back into it and not just be like, right, I'm just gonna fucking post content every day. Like,
because I feel that's where fuck ups come about. It's not even fuck ups. It's just like, oh, later on maybe I shouldn't have put that out there or whatever. So it's being reserved now. We've learned a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like hold back, be that little bit reserved. People are always going to be there. You don't have to jump to it and be like, oh, I've just done this, or I need to say this and I need to put it out there now. I've kind of learnt to pull back, sit, just wait, and then there's always the right time for certain things to be said, I guess, and bring up. So
definitely, I think that's one of those things that almost can be a little bit confusing in the social world too, because like you hear a lot of, and I do agree, like on the fence in a sense. You know, you hear Gary Vee going fucking post every day, post on every platform every fucking day, and he's right. But there's also like, for an artist, that's also not how we work. Artists are even you think of like great bands, great movies. They don't produce them every day.
No.
They're not coming out on the daily. You're not seeing that shit. So it's like, if you really enjoy someone's products, art, whatever they're producing, then I think like time can be a good factor, because if you do have people that are following you, when you do drop things, they come out the woodworks. They're like, oh, something new. Fuck yeah. You only have to be consistent, I think, for the platforms and algorithm to keep you like relevant.
Yeah.
If you don't post and you don't stay relevant, you won't be relevant. So that's where it's that sort of juggling of like, look, I'm not going to fucking post masterpieces every day, but I'm going to just do enough that it, I guess, keeps me in your face a little bit.
And that's where I feel I've definitely dropped off my personal stuff.
Yep.
Comparing to what it was when we were doing what we're doing, and then my business side, socials, I've been up on the ball with daily, doing what I need to do, because that's what I've been doing daily and working all the above. And but now, both business and perso, I feel have dropped off for myself, comparing, and which is fine, because I'm not kind of chasing that social media following and drive and all that. I've got my area that I'm focused on, and that's me business. But right now, obviously, that's kind of got a bit of a fucking hold on that. But what I'm kind of getting to is, this is all me, all of it in practice as such. So when the business does get cracking again, I'm able, and then this is also running. It's kind of, I'll be fucking both socials will be flowing again, and that's kind of where I want to be at, and that's kind of why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I just feel that it's annoying when you want to be pushing, posting, getting some stuff out there to continue what you've earned, I guess, because it's fucking not easy work, and then it takes like that, and all that hard work is gone. You've forgotten about, because there's 10 million other people doing the same thing, and it's a hard deal, and it's something that obviously you'll never figure out. I don't think it's just you got to stay. It's
constantly changing too. You know, I think that's the biggest thing too with social media and algorithms and all that shit. Like, it's becoming smarter.
Yeah.
So if you're not becoming smarter with it, you're gonna get left behind. So it is. It's a bit of a. It's a hard one, man, because, like, you know, I wish I could fucking throw away all my fucking social media, go into the bush and not have anything to do with it. But as an artist and, like, a content creator, like, I was creating content on video cameras back in the day. Like, this has always been my thing. I didn't just go, oh, you know what looks cool? YouTubing. I want to do that. Like, no, like, I've always wanted to do that.
And I can definitely back that up.
Yeah, like, if anything, this is the, like, I didn't want to be a YouTuber. When I wanted to film things, I wanted to make movies.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to make, you know, your Jackass style, your Krusty Demon style, like your extreme sports skate video, fucking surf video shit. That was what I was about, because that's all there was then too.
Yep.
We had blockbuster movies, or we had like home videos that were hardcore.
Yeah.
And that was my aim. Obviously, that was the aim as a stepping stone. Like, my whole goal was to be like, I want to make fucking movies and be around movies. But so yeah, like it jams me to be like, fuck, I've got to keep up with this shit just to be relevant, just so people see my work.
Yeah.
Like,
and your kind of work isn't the stuff that, and the way you work isn't just like, oh yeah, recorded that, quickly put it up. You like to master. Yeah. As in most people do in their fields. Yeah. And it feels almost like, with how quick it is, it's like rolling daily. Fuck, I can't master. I just have to fucking put it out there.
Yeah. And that's big. Like,
frustrating.
Yeah. I think, and if anything, finding that balance has been a big thing for me lately, where it is like, okay, look, I can post these tiny little things that I'm doing because I've done that and I'm doing it and it's being consistent, but I'm still working on these like projects and masterpieces that I can go, bang, have a look at this. This came out of my head.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it's that balance rather than for a long time it was like only focus on the masterpieces, and then you put all this time and effort on the masterpieces and then fucking 6 people watch it and you're like, what the fuck was the point of that? And then you can throw out a video that I go out the back and yell at me sheep and everyone's like, you're so funny.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck cunt. I'm also talented. Go have a look.
That's the frustrating part. And you spend all this time, you for, as you say, you for one talented, and this is going for anyone, I guess, in these fields, you master shit, you get good at stuff, but that isn't what people are chasing. No. People are chasing quick, just fucking ragged, fucking filmed, upside down, side to side, shaky, fucking whatever. And it goes against everything that you've ever done and wanted to produce. And me being anal, like I'm just fucking, I like my shit to be right, and I like it to look good, and I like it to sound good, and whatever it is I'm doing. And
again, that's because you also come from that same, like you've been, I guess, is lucky the word? Like you've been lucky enough to have a dude like me and the place, like the dream that you chased of being on motorbikes. Like you've always been around cameras. Like you're pretty comfortable in front of a camera. There's probably, it's not playing in the background, but there's probably Schmeat's head popping up every now and then in the background. Yeah. So like since we were 15, I had a camera in your face.
Which is crazy because back then, not a problem. Get that lens in me face. And then it went to growing up, getting that little bit older, because we were young, and it was just exciting. Yeah, woo, film, let's have, and then we go back and watch it.
Yeah,
that was what we were all about. And then that age come along, and it,
like the cool came in. Cool.
Yeah. You
got to be cool.
You're
not, because like I'm telling you go watch our fucking old shit, man. Do you know how embarrassing it is?
And that's what I was about to say. We never had that understanding to give a fuck.
We didn't care, man. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. And now, when I grew up and then, chased those dreams, riding my bike, cameras were still there. Not a problem because I had a fucking helmet on.
Yep.
And then after all of that went, the riding, all the bullshit, now we're at this day and age.
Yep.
And when we started, when I got out of rehab 5-6 years ago, whatever it was, that's when I found it super, super difficult.
Yeah.
Grown up, a little bit more, like fucking mature.
Yeah. Well, you also didn't know who you were yet then either, really.
I was figuring myself out completely. And then to have that in me face, it was almost like I can't watch majority of the shit from the last 5 years of what we done because I just can't stand me. Yep. Because I didn't know me and I didn't know what I was trying to do. Where it's just like now I've had the time for it to roll through. I've done a lot. I've achieved a lot on my own. Yep. The confidence has grown back there because for a long time, like when the rehab stuff, like, fuck, man, I was like a fucking puppy dog with its tail between its legs the whole time we were doing. And, you would kind of show me the ropes of the whole filming and all the above, just everything that I already knew, but I was kind of relearning as I've had to do with majority of the shit. But, yeah, it's just that's huge from, the steps back in the day, riding push bikes, age 13, 12, 15, whatever. Yeah, give us the camera. Borgs, watch this, film this, gonna do this. To then going like, cool, don't mind the cameras because I got a helmet on my head and I'm just like, woo, to the crowd. To then now going, oh, fuck.
Well, they're listening.
And this is the time after all those years of practice, we should be fucking good now. Yeah. And it's fucking difficult, that's for sure. But it's also awesome to get to the point we're at now. Well, for me, and I know you've also had your struggles with it too.
Fuck, being behind a camera my whole life, it was hard for me to, I guess, find myself in front of it. Even, like you look, I even, for some weird reason, one of my old original vlogs popped up. And like, and people always used to be like, bro, you got to stop swearing. Yeah. Like that was just me being nervous as fuck. Yeah. I didn't know what to say in those bits, so I was just like, so I fucking got my phone today and fucking this and fucking that and fucking, like, now I can be like, I don't need to swear about anything. Yeah. I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collected. I don't need, and I also couldn't give a shit. Yep. Like I cared more back then about things and like just it was a lot more challenging than you think, and like you're not alone when you're struggling with this shit. Like if you're trying to be social media and that, and you're picking up a phone and you're like, so guys, and you sound like a fuckhead, like you do, and that's fine. We all did. It's finding that, and I try to tell everyone this when they, because I've been sort of having this convo with like other like Benny and all those dudes that are sort of like on the level of like being able to step in front of a camera and being comfortable in front of a camera. The best way, and I wish I remember who, and I was watching some video once and this dude said it and I was like, bro, that is fucking spot on. But the best way to find your camera self is to have a little spiel. You say this one sentence. You get your camera phone, because at the end of the day, you don't need all this fucking fancy shit. Use your phones. You go from 1 to 10. 1 being like, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my house.
Yep.
It's got a roof and some walls. And you build yourself up to 10 that's like, hey everyone, welcome to my house. It's got a roof and it's got walls. Like the most enthusiastic version of you. And then you go back, you listen to all of them, you accept all of them of who the fuck you are, because you're not going to change that cunt, right? And then you find that one that you like. And 90% of the time, it's probably going to be about a 6 or a 7. Yeah. It's going to be that, ooh, I'm into this, but I'm also not like fucking on drugs. Yeah. Which is what you wanted to take it to at that highest level, just fucking crazy. But that to me is that thing of like, fuck yeah, that's how you find that level. And like I sort of did that, and it really helped me sort of realize that it's just like finding number 6. Yeah. It's like a little bit more than going hard, you know what I mean? When my videos just stop. Bloody rewinding.
Yeah, 100%. Try like that scale thing's a good thing.
Yeah,
for sure. I feel
it's a good way to like look at it.
Yeah,
to be like, because you don't think, when you think of it, you're like, well, I'm just gonna be like that person. Well, it's like, well, no, there are versions of you. Like when you're chilling on the couch talking to a really good friend, you're chill, bruh. But when you're in a crowd and there's people around, you're a bit fucking jacked up. You're fucking trying to impress everyone. When there's a camera on you, that jacks up even more. You got to be able to take it back down and find that like medium ground that is like, I'm just chilling with me, mate. Yeah, there's a camera on, but I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is too of like, not everything that camera records the world needs to see.
100%. But when it's going, your ticker's thinking you have to be spot on every time.
To a point, I think that's also one of those things that's like, you've got to just be like, snap out to be like, forget about it, because you will become way more natural. You'll become more of the dude on the couch chilling, because you are just like, fuck, I forgot that camera was there. I just said that. I wouldn't have said that on camera because I would have thought it was dorky or not cool. Bro, that was the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, and it's when it's you.
Yeah.
And I've realized that, you watch a lot of people. You watch people making like YouTube. Like everyone's doing their own shit. And you see people that are really fucking good at being themselves in front of a camera. And then you can see the people that really struggle with the things that we've just spoken about. Where I've taken from all of that, the way I kind of looked at it was, I'm me. There's no replica of me. So why would I try and be, hey, yeah, look at me, like, here we are, we're on the podcast. Like, fuck that. That's not you, dude.
No.
Like,
that can be you if we get excited.
But that's
not you all the time.
Will be when my excitement, when you see that, it'll be real.
Correct.
And that's the best thing I feel in this position. Anyone that's starting off, anyone that's filming, anyone that wants to, it's very fucking hard, but just be you.
Yeah.
Don't add any little spice to it. Don't, like Shane said, there'll be times in that, filming, whatever you're doing, that you'll spice it up because it'll be real, like something exciting. Oh, fuck off. Like, that just happened.
Yep.
But trying to put that on is fucking embarrassing.
Yep.
And I don't like it. Like, now I'm talking personal for me.
But it's everyone can see that shit too.
Yeah.
And that's what, almost going back to what I was saying, I was going to say when you said something, but being that, like, I guess positive dude is like, you need to harness that you.
Yes.
You are
unique as fuck,
fuck
man.
yeah, man. Like
No
every
one
single
else
one of
is
you
that.
people, like like you guys out there, not us. We do our thing, but like you're rare as fuck.
Yes.
The things you've learnt over life, the experiences, the stories you have, it is unique. Unique's a brilliant word, man. And like, I think once you can really like embody that uniqueness and just own it and be like, bro, this is what I like and this is who I am and this is how it's going to be.
This is how it is. This
Like,
is how I am.
Embody that and you will go places, my dudes. Trust me on that. But it isn't easy saying it. You really need to just, like, you need to accept everything about you too. You need to accept your fuck ups. You need to accept all those things that make you who you are, and use it as the fuel and fire to, like, you know, keep that ball rolling, I think.
Yep. And I guess, I guess talk about that and bring that up is because it is real at the moment, or has been.
Yep.
I'm cool now
Yep.
in the sense of all the things we just spoke about. Like, I understand, like, there's no need to tip that little bit of extra fucking spice on it. You are the spice. You are it.
Yep.
Everyone who is into this podcast and that's wanting to listen to it, wanting to hear it, they're coming to it because they want us.
Yeah.
They don't want fucking, you know, a fake version of, because we're trying to make this look real good. Dude, this is good. This is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, we don't,
But it's because it's us.
That's right. But
it
took a long time, not a long time, but it's taken time to realize that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
everyone's here for us.
Yep.
In the most genuine way.
Yep.
That we can present ourselves.
Yeah, no, fully. And I think that's what is cool. Like, that is the feedback we get 90% of the time is like, fuck, dude, you cunts are real as fuck.
Yes.
You just put shit on the table that no one else is like. And I think we do it real easy because that's how we've always been. Like, as two mates, individuals, even in groups of people that we've all known and done, both of us have been very similar in that sense of 100%. Like, bro, fuck these cunts, let's do us.
Yeah.
Why are they all wearing different pants now?
Yeah.
Why are ours still around our ass and we're still sagging? Why are our hoodies still too big for us?
Yep.
Why is the peak of our hat a bit curved these days? But we're getting a bit older, guys.
Because I can't flatten the fucking
Because
thing.
they're that quality good hats, they just go back. But he has been trying to flatten. And he said it the other day. He goes, fuck these hats, man.
Yep.
But they're all those little things and qualities of ours that always sort of shine through, and everyone's like, fucking, these cunts still sagging their pants, still just acting like kids.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, now who's listening, cunt? Who the fuck's listening now? Like,
Yeah.
because we stayed fucking true. We didn't sell out to no fucking system. We didn't sell out to no bitch. We didn't sell out to fucking anything.
And I think we knew that from the get-go.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Like,
Not to be wankers, but we knew.
We knew, man. I've still got fucking shorts and pants from that era that I still rock because that's me.
Yeah.
People, I see all these people, young, old, have you seen these? These are back in fashion.
I still got mine.
Back in fashion. What do you mean back? They never fucking left.
I wore mine last week, bro. I've still got my boom jeans, cunt.
Like, it doesn't, like, I don't get when,
For the skaters out there, they'll know that one.
Yeah.
And me blank hoodie.
fuck, blank, what a brand.
I got me split t-shirt, me fucking SMP shorts still. Bro, we are fucking legit out here, cunt.
Yeah. And it just spins me out. I guess I've seen a lot in the last little bit with fucking people that I've been around and just, like, people are chasing the trend. Oh, this is in at the minute. Fuck that. Be you. Yeah. Do what if you think, a fucking rainbow pair of pants are gonna look good for the day and that occasion you're going on, but you're like, oh, I don't know because fucking Terry and John are gonna be there and they're pretty fucking picky on what,
they only wear black.
Yeah. It's like, fucking wear your rainbow pants, man, and rock them and be like, if people don't like them, fuck off. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. because I like them.
It is. It's very, we could get deep in it, but like we've sat back and watched it all, man. And you know what? Whose fault it is, boys? You know what you got to really fucking do? You need to harden up and hold on to your fucking balls, because it's your fucking missus that fucking does that shit. She goes, so I was just in Skin Ski Surf, and you know how you're always wearing those baggy dickies? Well, like there's these nice tight jeans now, so I've bought you a pair, and I've bought you this nice fucking shirt, and you wear it like a fucking little bitch. Yep. It's your fault. You're the one that fucking does this to yourself, brother. All right? If you like baggy fucking jeans, wear baggy fucking jeans all the time. If you just like nice, clean-cut Levi's, wear them. If you want to wear skinny jeans, that's weird, but wear them.
But you know what also?
But don't swap when everyone else is fucking wearing baggy jeans, because you look like a fucking dork cunt.
Yep.
Like, it's see-through and everyone can see that shit. Like, how many of our fucking mates, dude, grew up wearing the same shit as us and then suddenly went to this fucking shorts above the knees, fucking tight pants, fucking all these just, what the fuck are you wearing shit? And now it's like, I bet my balls on it, those cunts will be in loose fitted stuff in the next year and a half.
Yeah, because it's a 10-year roll around. It's all happened, and I've just watched it all. Been watching it. It's all coming back in.
We used to talk about it, man. We used to go, it's coming back.
Yeah.
My whole brand's been based on it coming back.
Yeah.
I've been like, the only reason I'm fucking still here is because I know that this shit's going to come back and my shit's going to be cool again. Like, and it's fucking happening right now, baby.
And
Fuck
it won't,
yeah.
it won't ever stop.
No,
it'll be gone again.
Yeah, I've got a small period of time to cash in on this style, right? And I know that I'm going hard at it. There'll also be a point where it dies in the ass and the kids start wearing fucking pink polo shirts and tight fucking
Shane's
jeans
just
again.
out there printing his own
and
clothes.
I'm just fucking out there doing this shit again. I'm selling one t-shirt to the hardcore motherfucker down in fucking Perth, right? And then and that's it. But then in another 20 fucking years, when the kids come all the way through again, and it'll be slightly different. Like,
of course,
it's fucking crazy. But you know what the sickest thing is, man? It's fucking sick to see kids like we were.
Yep.
Like being like in the city and seeing a bunch of skating kids, and they're wearing fatties, bro.
Yeah.
And fucking jumpers that are way too big for them. Big fat fucking shoes. Like, I don't give a fuck. That's what I like.
Yeah.
I enjoy that style. Like, you look cool to me if you rock that shit.
Yeah, but
because you don't give a fuck.
But you probably look fucking stupid to somebody else.
Oh, of course.
That's just in that same area of space. But give a fuck if Shane likes it, and give a fuck if old mate hates it. If you're into it, run it.
Run
like that's the biggest thing that I guess I'm trying to put out there. And it's not even to the people of our age and older or our like I want this to be going to the kids.
Yeah.
Like, to just know what you are, unique as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, do you stay doing the same things that you love, be you, embrace it, embrace yourself, be comfortable with yourself, and you will kick fucking goals. Like, if you can stay on top of that, like, there's so many other things that
people will point fingers.
Yes.
People will point fingers.
When you can be comfortable within yourself, when you've got a whole group of people going, look at him or look at her for whatever reason, and you can be in that time, don't care. Like, I'm comfortable.
Smile and
I'm
flip
cool.
the bird. Yeah.
Just, be that right there is something that takes time to learn and know. But if you're listening to this, trust us and do it, because it'll be one thing. And if you can master it, it's one thing, less thing you have to worry about and focus on in your life and be like, oh shit, trend, I've got to follow this. Fuck your trends. Continue doing what you do, wear what you want to wear, look the way you want to look, and your life will be that little bit more easy. I'm not saying it's going to change everything and anything, because it's probably not, but just be you.
Yep.
That's it.
Fucking oath. And if you are going to baggy, you're definitely going to be comfier too. So, like, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But, hey, look, again, each their own. Some people like tight. Like, people like that. You know, like, I feel like girls, like, they're always in tight shit. They probably feel good a bit snugged. You know, it might be a little bit for the soul. You know, they feel a little bit.
It's a little bit like, oh, look at my ass.
And
they look good
of
in
course,
this.
we're like, fuck that. I want my shit to be baggy. I don't want to be touching nothing. Like, even I'm feeling like I'm getting a bit hot in this, and because I'm rolling my sleeves up, I'm like, nah, I got to get it off. It's all
It's a bit tight.
It's fucking.
Yeah.
But
anyway, that just lingered on a little bit there.
did.
But
we've got to go to some of these questions, or we'll fucking never get there.
yeah. But anyway, all in all, be yourself.
Yeah, definitely. That is the fucking key.
Well, while you're sussing there, Shane, I just want to say, fucking, again, because have been out, my input's going to become a whole lot more with what I was saying before and all the above. But just the things that you guys don't see, and that I haven't really had a hand in this season of the podcast is what Borgs has done and doing in this room. Like, there is so much that goes into setting up just to get what we've got going on here. And, you know, you can be so set, you can have everything right, everything in its place, everything fucking cooter, and we sit down and then, oh, fuck, like that.
Like what happened this morning?
Like, perfect
we had a
example
mic
this
drop
morning.
out within the first, 3. I was literally doing the intro and mic dropped out. We have no idea what even happened. It's fixed now.
But prior to it, I had no headphones.
And that, yeah.
You know, there's all these little things, and I just, I take my hat off to, you and your apprentice for setting it up and getting things like, the way the room looks is one thing, but that's just you as an artist. I'm just talking about the cameras, the microphones, the mixers, the different angles, the lighting, all of that shit. Like, it's not fucking easy, and it's so hats off to you.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that, bruv. And it's funny you actually say that because me and him were talking on the shout out to Luke, the apprentice behind the screen here,
Luke's
doing his
still
job,
here.
fucking killing it, sick cunt. We were having a bit of a yarn this morning on the way from the station, and we were like, fuck, man, like, bro, just this setup's worth $6,000.
Yep.
Like we were saying, we've got 3 Osmo cameras running right now. That's $3,000. The pod mixer thing, plus mics, headphones, all that shit's pretty much $1,000. Once we get a guest, Luke's going to have to bring his Osmo in.
Yep.
So that's 4 Osmos running. That's $4,000. That's $5,000 including the podcaster thing.
Mixer,
and me computer, which is a $1,000 computer.
Yeah, and then you got microphones.
That sort of comes into the whole pod. That's about $1,000 worth, all that shit.
Yeah.
How does that rain go? It's pretty loud or it's there? Yeah, well, we'll be right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's raining outside. This is the first raining outside podcast.
And it's fucking cold too, but it was, when I left home, it was cold. Look.
He's got his fucking...
I brought me fucking dressing gown from home because my leg gets cold and I knew it was going to be fucking freezing in here, but it's not too bad.
But, so yeah, anyway, a long story short, this podcast has, and not including the amount of money I've spent on this room, but that doesn't matter because we could have done the podcast out the back in a cave. But we just need some fucking extension
But
lights.
we don't have a cave.
No, this is the closest thing to a cave, brother. What else I was going to say? Yeah, all right, let's just get to some questions. So some of the questions that we got hit up on the Instagram. Let's go with the first one from the homie fucking Jimmy from Fatal. Mad props to Jimmy. While I've got you, go grab one of his shirts because I'm printing them in the next couple of weeks and you will miss out.
And they're running hot. They look sick.
Always
doing
have,
good
always
things.
do. Fucking everything. He fucking loves a good cleanness, that guy. He's like the complete opposite to me, but he's like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so anyway, I don't know if I'll drop everyone's names. I'll just give fucking Jimmy a quick shout out there. But his question is, what do you think the backbone of branding is? Do you...
Good question.
That is a good question. You want to go first?
Oh,
What do you
go,
think?
You're running because you've got that brand
Yeah. All right.
as such.
I think, look, it's a hard one because times are changing. I think for a long time, the backbone of branding was like really good imagery, really good probably marketing and stuff like that because that's how we were all fooled
Yep.
in a nutshell. I think these days I think is fucking awesome. It's all about transparency.
Yep.
If we don't know who's running that brand and business and it doesn't have a face to it, we don't give a fuck anymore.
Yep.
And like that's just how we are evolving as humans because of things like social media and because of things like brands and faces of brands being able to show themselves and stepping out into the limelight. Like, for example, I feel like there's those little things where, like, big companies like V, right? And there's that little bit of beef. They fucking changed their fucking flavour. It's all this, it's all that. Like, who are we dealing with?
Yeah.
Just a long line of fucking executives and fucking PRs and fucking just cunts that don't even care about the brand. It's just a job. Mm-hmm. So, like, there will be a time where all the, like, I honestly believe all those businesses, if you don't have a face to your brand, no one's going to come to you, because the dude over there does. And I like him. He's got a good personality. I've seen him do work.
And I feel that comes in with your smaller spec.
Yeah,
businesses.
Start small, man.
Yeah,
And
like,
grow.
you know, I guess as you say,
build a community.
like V, if V never put a face to their brand, they're not going to drop off as such.
No.
Now they are who they are, and they're
Correct.
big, and they're doing what they're doing.
Correct. There are certain brands that are always that are in that position, but I still think all it takes is for someone else to make one better
Yeah, definitely,
with a face.
100%.
Hey, like if I make a fucking new V drink and it's called the fucking MDP, and it's the energy drink and it tastes like V, but it's better. You watch V fall.
Well, it's no different to fucking Prime,
Correct.
Gatorade.
Correct.
You know, they got
Who's-
KSI and
Who's
Logan
Gatorade?
Paul.
Who is it?
Who's
Powerade?
running that? That's right.
Who the-
These two dudes have made this nutrients, whatever it is, drink, Prime. It's like Gatorade.
Sugar in a
Powerade.
bottle.
Yep, basically. Tastes like shit in my books. But that they have both, the two owners, creators, whatever, of that drink, put their face to it. Man, they have blown up so big. And I'm not saying it's just because of that. They had big followings prior to it in different areas. But they're taking over the likes of Gatorade, Powerade, all of that shit, because they're doing what they're doing.
That's a perfect example of that. Of like, you can be a big dog, and I think too, there's going to be that, we're going to also see through it, unless, like, it's these big corporate dogs that own this shit. If they do step out, it's either going to be like, you're a fuckhead.
Yeah.
Like, you've got no personality. You're just a fucking rich dog.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Or they're not going to be able to step out. They're going to be like, oh, we've just got to hire this fucking entertainer, put them in the fucking owner position, and then let them just spill it out. And, like, if you don't think we're going to see through that, you're fucking tripping.
Yeah.
Like, as consumers, we're going to be like, that's not the owner.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. Because there's not enough. Yeah, it's transparency. I think that's the biggest.
And the other thing, like, with Jimmy's question is, on my end, I feel 100%, like you said, whatever it is you're doing, it's got to look good. It's got to be presented
And
well.
do a good job. That's
Quality.
Like,
Like, yeah,
that's,
you've got to,
bruh.
you've got to
number one.
have it looking good, whatever it may be. And it has to be quality. If it's a product that you send out to people, or it's a product that you use personally, whatever, it's got to be quality. And thirdly, I feel one of the major things in this kind of deal is consistency.
Yeah, bro.
You can look good, have the best of the best quality, but if you ain't consistent and stay on the ball with, you know, selling, fucking promoting, pushing your own product, all of that, it's as good as something that's fucking shit house.
Yeah.
You know, you can have it all banging on, but you have to be consistent.
Yep.
And I feel that's one of the biggest things on a backbone of branding, regardless of whether it's a brand, clothing, a detail shop like Jimmy, or a fucking moto mechanic workshop, moto shop, whatever.
It's all branding, yeah.
It's all branding, but all of those will fail if there's no consistency.
Yeah. And I think, like you said too, I think the bigger top tier is quality, man. If you want your brand to be good, be good.
Yeah. That's
like
it.
your brand will only be as quality as you are and what you put into it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
And rushing into something, you know, or if you've got heaps of shit going on, like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to do this. Example, me back in the day, I want to ride and make something of that, but at the same time too, I've got to work towards that I can't just step into that. So then, well, what am I going to do for work? Well, I don't really want to commit to running my own deal at this point, because if my actual dream takes off, well, then I've put time and effort into something, you know, that now has to sit there, hence why I never did that. Did what I did with the bikes, and then once all that stopped and I knew that was not going to be any more, all right, cool, 100% focus on what it is, the next thing that I'm going to do and continue to do for the rest of my time, or for however long it may be. And yeah, I think one thing at a time, and staying true and consistent. That's one of the biggest fucking things, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon I worked out what my mic. I think my mic's just a little bit loose here. I think it just went to drop out again there.
On the underside.
Yeah, but I think that was a pretty... On another note of that too, Jimmy, you're fucking doing a good job at holding your fucking shit down too. You are a perfect example of how to fucking brand your brand. I think you're doing a fucking awesome job, dude. You know that. We're always fucking having yarns and fucking blowing a bit of smoke up each other's ass, but...
Which is good.
You act, to be completely honest, man, I believe he's one of the dudes that really like sold it that it's all about personality.
Yeah.
His shit took off because he put himself out there.
In front of everything.
And went, hey, going cunts, I'm fucking going to fucking tell you the story, and this is what's going on, and this happened, and that happened.
Yep.
And that just engages people to want to care about you and your brand. And again, he's also, with everything else you said, his work's quality, he's consistent.
Yes.
Like every week you're seeing a fucking sexy car come out of that fucking shed.
Yeah.
And you're just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's trusting him with that fucking sort of thing? Clearly he's good.
Yes.
Bang, you're on, cunt.
Yeah.
You know, so they're killing it, bruv. All right, let's move on to the next question. Let's go. This is a bit of a good one. Mate, I'll just big shout out to fucking, I think it's May Savage. Fuck yeah, that's May Savage. He fucking shot me through a few questions, to be honest, because we started having a little bit of a yarn after this, and then so we'll get into them. But the first one is, what has been your biggest challenge through your career that almost broke you? Shmeda, you want to go first?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess.
Is it? Fuck, this is a big one. This could be. You're almost in it right now.
Yeah, I'm
but you're
back in it.
Yeah.
I didn't ever want to fucking be back here, but I'm here again. But I guess on my main focus, you know, because I've done a lot of shit. And I guess I could answer that to every kind of thing I've done between playing around. But main thing, FMX.
Yep.
What biggest challenges? And well, the biggest challenges in that sense was
like what broke you? Like how did it?
The injuries, man. Like
there's so many. There's puns in this.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's go. What has been your biggest challenge through your career that almost broke you?
That didn't almost break me. It broke me.
Yeah, the brakes broke you.
The brakes broke me, but it wasn't. They didn't break me, and I went, "Oh fuck, I'm not doing that anymore because I don't want that to happen again." It got to the point where I can't break myself anymore.
Yeah.
I've gone back to it again and again and again, and it's happened again and again and again. And now that's kind of been the thing, me going back to being consistent on my bike, doing what was trying to do, but that came with getting injured to then leading to not being able to do it anymore. It's not because I don't want to do it anymore, it's because I can't.
Yep.
And I'd be a fucking idiot. And I am sitting in the position now of calling myself a fucking idiot because I shouldn't be back in the position I'm in with this broken leg or foot, ankle. But yeah, I am. And that's definitely been one of the biggest challenges because it was a challenge back when I was riding FMX and trying to make something of that because there was time gone, sitting around, healing, all the above, fucking wanting to get back on the bike. Yeah, that was massive, trying to fill in that time. And then now, back in the same position, but I've got so much more that I've...
On the line, sort of?
On the line that I need to hold up. It's only up to me. That door goes up at the workshop. I'm pulling that door up. I'm pulling that door down. I'm cleaning inside there. I'm working inside there. I'm ordering. I'm doing everything. Now it's stopped.
Yep.
It's just gone dead. So that's a massive challenge in itself now in this day and age is trying to work around that. It's definitely hasn't come close to breaking me. If it was to happen again, and again, which I'm not going to allow it to in this time with running a business and with having all these overheads and everything that I've got now, that would be the thing that would break me. Yep. Right now, I'm cool. I'll get through it. I'll work through it. It's all new. That's sweet. But yeah, I think in a short, the breaks broke me.
Yeah.
They definitely, that was the thing.
Very punny.
Yeah. What about you, Shane?
I was just sort of trying to think of it. Honest, and if I'm fucking getting into the nitty gritty, like the biggest challenges I've found is people understanding me.
Yep.
Like
you wanting them to, or they don't?
Nah, that's why I'm sort of trying to even, how do I like put it into words? Me, and I think it's me, I'm getting better at this too, but me being able to articulate what I can see and then what I want delivered in a sense, or like what my plan is, and just, it just never, for a long time it never came across. It was always like I had these big dreams, big plans with everyone around me involved, and no one seen it.
Because it was so big.
Fully.
And I know that.
Yeah.
Because it's taken this amount of time to get to the position that you've got now and what you've got here.
Yeah, it's like, holy fuck.
And realistically, you've needed this.
To prove it.
Well, it's
not
not
prove
to
it, but
prove it,
just
to do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
to be able to make
to
that.
be able to be the,
To be able to be what you've wanted to be, and it's not for anyone else, it's for you.
Yep.
And then that creates people to be able to go, fuck, he's real. He's doing this now. It's not just, we're going to do this or get to this at one point.
I'd love to be able to do this.
Yes, you
fuck that, I'm doing it.
You're doing it now.
Yep. So I think that's probably been I mean, obviously, like everything, just doing this in general is a fucking challenge, man, and it's gonna break you. Like if you want anything, if you truly want anything and you go for it, it's gonna break you and it's gonna be a challenge. Life's a challenge. Life will break you. But it also depends on how hard you go.
Yeah.
So like it's a bit of a broad one, because like everything's been a challenge and everything's broken me. That's why they call me fucking broke ass, because I don't have a fucking cent. It all goes back in. I'm broken as fuck, but you just gotta keep fucking going.
Yeah, and it's funny, man. It all comes back to, like what I said before, is consistency.
Yeah.
And to stay consistent, these are the reasons why most people don't and can't.
Yeah.
Is because you get faced with these fucking challenges that, are unique challenges. You can't just go, hey, I've got this problem.
Because it's yours.
And I know you've done it before and been through it. What did you do? There's none of that. And that's why it's easy for people to go, you know what, fuck this is too hard. I ain't doing this anymore.
Yep.
And that's why people fail at things. Consistent. Stay consistent. You might not feel that you're moving forward. You might not feel that you're doing anything good. But if you keep consistent on that one thing, you will master it. And then you will be like, holy fuck, now I'm doing it.
Yep.
And people will be able to see that then.
Yep.
People will get on board. People will back you. People will fucking respect you for it. It's one thing to talk. It's another thing to do.
Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, 100%. As I said, he ended up coming back in with a few more questions. One is, what are the highest of highs of your career? And I'm not talking about the Gatorade bottle. A couple of water pourers here and there, tell you what, they were the high times. But I feel like that's a hard one, man, because like highest of highs, like that's that one moment that's like, I fucking worked my ass off for this and I'm here.
I've got one, definitely.
I mean, I could like, it depends what you say, but this is it.
I was going to say
we're in one right now, and it's happening. It's set up. It's going smooth. This has taken me fucking years to do, and now we're doing it. But
it'd have to feel good.
It definitely does. There's a few other things on the back burner that are still fucking drilling me, but that's part of my life. I can't live not in anxiety. But like, I mean, going back to, I do feel like that Team River thing was a
was
fucking
massive.
achievement, man. Like that really rubbed me right. I mean, obviously little things like, you know, like that first DVD, like the premiere, that was a big deal for me.
That was huge, and we were young.
I did, like, that was massive, man.
Yeah.
Hired a fucking hall, projectors, fucking invited people, made tickets, fucking
Presented it,
fucking lost me bond.
Yeah.
Holes in the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Piss on the roof.
Oh man. But that would probably be off the top of my head, I don't know. I'm not there yet. Mine's that big that I'm just not quite there yet. Yeah,
to date, I reckon one of the biggest, like for you, we're sitting in it,
getting
man.
getting this happening and being visually happening. But anyway, what talk to me, Schmido. Where's yours?
Highest of highs. Well, fuck. It always comes back to it when, you know, I said when I was young, I want to, you know, do this and I'm going to ride professionally and I'm going to, you know, I want to fucking do freestyle, blah, blah, blah. And I said it to me mum and dad one day. I was young. I was probably 10. I was like, I'm pretty sure Krusty's was on. I was watching Krusty 2000, something like that. I'm like, I'm going to do that one day.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You know, being parents, cool. That'd be good, mate, wouldn't it? Yep.
But you should probably just get a normal job, Matthew.
Yeah, like, well, I don't even think it was that at that time.
Yeah, I don't
it
think
was
so. It was just like blow it off. Like, yeah, right.
It's like, yeah, cool.
Cool. Yep.
Okay. And yeah, I fucking did. You know, getting to ride Krusty was fucking huge, man. Like, it was one thing from a young kid learning, wanting to jump, fucking realizing, oh yeah, I can do this, and I can fucking, you know, hang off a bike and like let's push for it, and then to be able to actually ride a Krusty show, it was like
massive.
That's it, man. That's sick. Like, I am content as like I've looked up to all these dudes for so long. I've, you know, and now I'm riding with them all in a show, names on the big screen, following after fucking Mike Mason, and like just shit that's just like mind blowing for someone like me. Like that was probably still to this day. Like, don't get me wrong, going overseas.
I was going to say, was overseas similar, or like was that because of that whole, like, I guess, like your show, right? Fuck yeah, the boys are all here, naming lights, fucking crowds roaring, fuck yeah. But then it's like, I feel like the overseas things was what actually happened on the Krusty Demons. I'm on the plane with the boys.
Yeah, for sure.
I got my bike. I'm in another country.
That was huge, but it was not what I watched.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't that achievement that I watched from when I was a kid. That just all followed on.
Yeah.
And that was like something that I kind of thought, well, if I get to that point, well, yeah, of course, we're going to continue on.
It's more that like official, I'm a fucking Krusty Demon cunt.
Yeah, like I got to do that, man.
That's a Krusty show.
And now, obviously, with it's no longer. It was in the time before it turned to shit, and they started to really lose their name. And it was
really caught the end of it, still being cool.
End,
yeah,
man. It was, and it was still supportable landers.
Like, were you like not after one, like not 9 Lives? Maybe the tours after 9 Lives tour.
Yeah, it was Outback.
Outback.
I'm pretty sure it was it was the last Krusty Demons Outback tour. I don't know if it was called Outback Attack or I think that was the DVD.
That was the DVD. Yeah.
But it was the last that I feel very close to the last bit of era of the hardcore FMX scene. No fucking jumping castles as landers. No, you know, and that's when fucking
hurt people.
Yeah, well, it's true, man, and they all know. They say it too. Like, but I can appreciate it.
Yeah, and I think it's a good, like, I mean, I do come from the dirt era of hard cunts, and I'll always respect them and that, but I also respect the level that it's at and the safety that needs to be behind. Like, I've seen, like, I watched Broads overshoot a fucking an airbag, and if that was a truck, he'd be dead.
Yeah,
he'd be fucking dead. And all he did was I was like, fuck, that was sick.
And that's why I can appreciate it 100%.
Yep.
Never take the piss of it,
Yep.
out of it.
Yep.
I wouldn't, because I understand why that's come about, and it's fucking awesome. It's grouse. But I guess can only speak for myself, and that wasn't in the era of myself. So yeah, I guess that, crusty overseas stuff. Majority of the shit I got to do on my bike.
Pretty damn
I got paid to fucking ride my dirt bike, and I rode it 7 days a week, man. Wake up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, practice, and then riding shows, traveling.
Even just, I think, like, probably just the lot, like you riding at fucking Shoey's on a Tuesday with just Shoey.
Yeah, that
busting
was
fucking
huge.
100-foot gaps doing Supermans together. Like,
That was so sick.
from growing up being like, fuck, and Shoey being like the first... not really, because you got like Uric and Dane and all those dudes that were like the first Aussie dudes that were really FMXing, but like he was like that next gen of like, fuck this dude, man. Like,
yeah, he never chased. So he went overseas and that and rode, I think, an X Games and shit, Shuey, but he was more, I feel, he's for himself, man.
Yeah.
He's a quality dude.
Yeah.
He's one quality dude, and
yeah,
shout out to you,
You've
Shuey.
you've always fucking given good fucking words to Shuey. Like,
Yeah,
you've always
and
praised that dude.
Yeah, he's a solid guy. He's a solid rider. He's true to his word. Fucking had sickest compound. Always prepped it. Always, everything. It was sick. So everything under the moto card is highest of highs for me, because there was a lot and just people that I got to mingle with, ride with, out at Shuey's, Bamberg, fucking, Josh Hansen, like a bunch of dudes that I've always looked up to, watch, and just gone, fuck yeah, cool. Like they're doing cool shit. I want to do that.
Yep.
And to be able to then to mingle and mix in, and so that overseas, crusty. Then the lowest of lows, man, it come from doing that. Was getting in that rut of addiction from all the injuries, and then it lingering and going for as long as it did, and then finally me going, I need to sort my shit and I need to go to rehab. Went to rehab, and then kind of got back to a position and got out and bet that shit.
Yep.
And it was hard as fuck to then start my business, another high, major, running on that high still now, to then go boom, another fucking low, and I'm now sitting here with another broken leg. But it's so different now.
Yeah.
It's different. So heaps of highs and lows. Heaps. I could we could sit here and talk for hours.
Even when you were saying, like I could go back to being like, a lot of my highs are like, being able to fucking, someone's paid me to get on a fucking plane, go to a fucking country, like go to a fucking state, get their
100%.
film shit, or jump on a fucking microphone, or stand in front of people, and like that, they all come down to, I guess it's like the highs are chasing the dream and being able to actually have those moments where you're like, I'm here.
And the
I'm
majority
fucking
of
here, man. Like,
our life
has been
that
that.
high, man.
Yeah.
Because we've done what we've wanted to do.
Yep.
Majority, don't get me wrong, there's been heaps of shit that, you do that you don't really want to do.
Well, there's like that. That's the ride of life. You like, and I think too, that's probably what's got us out of a lot of shit. It's that we do get real high. So when we fall, we get real low.
Yeah.
It's
you
that
feel it.
fucking crash. And like I always talk about the crash of like, and I call it the tears of a clown. Like every time I go away and do something, man, I come back and the next week I'm fucked, because I've fucking been up here. I've been on a level that's just everything. And then you come back home and you're like, oh, fuck.
Post-travel depression.
Bro, it's some real shit. And like I said, it's that whole, it's like, I like the tears of a clown. It's like, the clown goes out on stage. Everyone's like, yay, I get a photo with the clown. Make me a balloon. That clown goes back into his trailer and cries and drinks himself to sleep every night. Well, that's the fucking, ask any clown, bro. I don't think clowns are even a thing anymore. But if you can find yourself a clown, that's the shtick of being an entertainer. It's like,
go and watch some of Steve-O shit. That's a perfect, like, he was a clown, man.
yeah, like, he'd be the same. It's that same thing. It's that high adrenaline, high energy living, and then you got to come back to reality and go, fuck, no one really cares now.
Yep.
I only care. Just fuck. And you've got to be able to like push through those lows. But
Yeah.
that's part of that ride. And I think, you know, it's the wave of life and it's fucking never a bad thing. But moving on.
And I feel between the two of us there's been, there's way more highs than what there is lows. But there's always peaks and valleys with that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, we've been pretty, it's a hard one because we've been pretty lucky, but we've also fucking worked our asses off to get there. Like, it was never just like, we never fluked anything done. No. Like, you know, even when you were saying shit before, like, when we were kids, like, you were the first dude to get a sponsor. Remember RIP clothing?
Yeah. Fuck.
Flashback.
Holy shit. Yeah, I do.
It was nothing. It was like an internet scam, but it made us all fucking feel good. Yeah. It made us believe that we had something.
This can happen.
This is real.
If you work hard enough, this can happen.
You know, and they're like, that's what I mean. Like, me and you were always those dudes. Like, I made a website about us.
Yeah.
No one else knew about us apart from my website.
Yep.
And then everyone being like, those fucking FXT dudes are fucking sick cunts. It's like, fuck yeah, we are cunt. You know?
But there could have been so many other fucking thick cunts.
Yeah, but
no one was doing it.
Fuck yeah, man. Like, we were out there, and like, they were those little things that made us, they were those little keys that were already like, these dudes are hungry, man. Like, these dudes, they're doing things that everyone else isn't doing.
Yep.
You know, like, our general friends around us weren't chasing those things. They were just there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, what are we doing today, boys? Riding? Cool, let's ride.
Yep.
I'm riding to get a photo for my sponsor tape. Borgie's filming that sponsor tape so he can get better at filming things and make a movie one day and use that footage for a movie because we're making a movie too.
Yep. Then I'm going to go home after riding and write out my resume to get this
more sponsors and yeah, bro.
Like it was real as in that sense.
Fuck
like,
yeah, man. Like, and we're
chasing.
talking like fucking 14 years old, like kids, man.
Yeah.
Kids.
And in the era we were in, it was so fucking difficult. How do you get your shit out there? When you're in a small town, you're doing cool things. Back in that day, we didn't have socials. We didn't have a computer in our phone. We had none of that. I had Shane filming on VHS tapes. So we literally took that one of them tapes. No, like that sponsor tape you made of me. Was that the one after RIP clothing and all of that? Like, we took that tape to Flight Path.
Probably.
I'm sure I handed Cade a fucking VHS tape.
Fucking oath, bro.
Yeah, and said like, there you go.
Sponsor tape.
Look at that and see what you reckon because I want you to sponsor me.
Can you sponsor me, please?
How fucking good, man. That's gold, man. One day we'll make a movie about it. All right, let's keep moving on, trucking through these fucking questions because there's a few going on here. When did you decide it was time to hang up the helmet and pursue content making full time? I guess that's probably more of a straight up my question. That does come down to, I mean, look, I don't wear a fucking helmet. Kids, always wear your helmet, right? I'm a dickhead. Nah, look, to be real, it's never hung up.
I was going to say, you haven't hung it up.
I'll never I don't think I'll ever hang it up. I'll always ride. I love it. It's the best. It's truly, motorcycling is a great fucking thing. But when I really decided that I guess, because I mean, I was in the same boat as you. I was like, I'm going to go to X Games too, cunt.
Yeah, we all had that.
We all were going to fucking, like, you know, I was fucking pushing as hard as everyone else. Like, I'm going to fucking do these tricks. I'm going to fucking, my dream is X Games. And, you know, it started to hit the dirt a few times and fucking this and that. And then I think, too, there was that, like, a little bit more of a shine of all you cunts. So I was like, fuck, they're getting real good. And I'm just crashing all the time. Like, I'm going to make this movie. As well, it was always on the back burner. I was always going to X Games and making a movie. But
you were always making a movie in your gear.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, like, it was never a time that you just rock up and just not bring your bike.
Yeah,
you were always, you would get on and ride first, and then it was like...
I'd make one of the younger punks film. Like, you know, like half the footage and shit, it's like Brody and Jesse Carwater filming. Yeah. You know, and just the old young punks just like, righto, kids, fucking grab a camera and film us. And then that point, I'd crash... And I'd...
Fuck this, I've had enough for today. Give me my camera back. Fuck this bike.
It's so fucking true. But It was just one of those things too. I probably just more. Yeah, it was just there was those few moments where it started to scare me, man. It started to be like, I don't know what I'm doing here, and you guys were getting better faster, and I even sort of remember thinking like, I'm gonna slow them down. Like if we're here to ride and these cunts want to jump 60 foot and I'm still jumping 40.
Yeah. And
Fuck
we
it.
only had one round.
Fuck it, boys. Yous ride the 60. I'm going to film it. I want to get that seat grab that you... I know Schmeet's going to really try get that seat grab. I'm going to get that seat grab shot. Because to me, that was a little bit more... I don't know. It tickled me better. So I think if that's a bit of a roundabout way to answer that.
We're lucky. Like, excluding you, our crew was lucky for that.
Yeah.
You know, like you were able to think not just for yourself in that time and be like, I know he was getting close to that last time we rode. All right, push the ramp back and I'm going to be here, as you say, because I know you'll get that seat grab this time around.
Yeah, man.
You were so close last time, for an example, like, and you're always able to just go, righto, helmet off, bike on the side, fuck camera.
Fuck that.
They're ripping. Or, you had your eye on one of us and fuck, he's just tried that and he's getting close to that. All right, let's get onto it. Because, there was all of us. Like, he's either going to fucking pull that off in the next few jumps or he's going to fucking crash doing it.
Yep.
We need...
And let me tell you now, I wanted the crashes for that movie.
Definitely.
As much as I never wanted to see it happen, it was always one of those weird... That's one of those weird things as a filmer doing that you're like... You're always ready for it, but you never actually want to see it because it's your mates.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck. But at the same time, you need that carnage for a movie,
And we were always, as the riders, if we did crash, first thing we'd do. Like back then, I guess it wasn't as full on and we probably bounced a whole lot easier. And we'd literally spring back up. And the first thing that we'd say, did you get it? Did you get it?
Did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah.
No, I wasn't filming, man. Fuck. Or I was filming and I pressed record and stopped.
Stop, backwards. Fuck, classic. Keep moving. What was that? That was when you just, when and what made you decide you were going to go full time with your printing business? That's a good one. To be honest, I lost my job as a sign writer. I was screen printing. Sorry. I'm a sign writer by trade. Did that. Started working for a mate, screen printing in his factory. It was all going pretty good. I was able to sort of like print my stuff with him, all that sort of stuff. He took a little bit of an investment in growing bigger for the business. We moved factories. We got some new machines. Long story short, business fell to shit and went under because we were sort of promised a few jobs that didn't come in and we invested a lot. So unfortunately that business went under. I was lucky enough that my boss at the time was a fucking good cunt. He also sort of owed me a little bit of money from like weeks prior, pay-wise, and he was like, look, bruv, the bank's coming in and the bank's taking everything. Take what you want before they get here.
Right.
Yeah, so I was like, boys, get the fucking utes in the vans. We're loading up. Went there, loaded up carousel, oven, ink, screens, fucking everything, as much as I fucking possibly could. Literally, like, as we were loading up the last shit, the dudes from the bank rocked up. What are you boys doing here? I work here, and I used to work here, but this is actually all my equipment that he was lending it back, and we just made this bullshit up, and they were like, yep, cool, no worries, cheers, boys, all right, we're out here, see you later. And I guess that's sort of what started I fell into it. It was sort of, I set it up at my parents' joint. At the same time, one of the chicks that was sort of working there sort of took on a little bit of the work, and she was sort of side hustling it, and I was printing for her for a little bit, and then I sort of took on those jobs, got my own jobs through mates, all that sort of stuff. And the rest is history, I think. It was sort of like a fell into it thing.
You were lucky as.
I was fucking heaps lucky.
Yeah.
I had a fucking awesome opportunity, and I was like, let's run this bitch to the ground. Like, this is my opportunity to be able to, like, because it was always like, how do I create a budget for the art I want to do? Like, how do I make these movies, create this art? Like, where's the money coming from? So this was like my opportunity to be like, well, run this business. This is the cash flow. This is making everything keep rolling, and everything I make on the side, I invest into this. So like that's always been the build process of that. So
And it's always been, it's in your field still. It's very arty.
yeah, it did.
It fits.
Yeah. It made sense in the whole, like, well, I've got this brand anyway. Well, I'll have this set up and I'll print my own stuff. Whoops. And then it was just sort of like, hold on, what do you mean? The boys want their fucking work shirts printed? Of course I can print that. Oh, you want this? Oh, you want that? Fuck, balls, your shit's heaps good. Can you do me another one? Oh, yeah, I told me, mate. Fuck, bang, bang, bang. 6 years later, I got a fucking good client base. I got a good reputation. And it's keeping everything above board, I fucking put on an apprentice, so it's all moving.
And again, that comes back to being consistent.
Fuck yeah, and doing good work and putting your face out there, because actually my face out there wasn't really the big one of that. That's just doing good work locally and word of mouth.
Yep.
That does a lot. Next question, keep moving. How long have we been going for over there, brother? Fuck, all right, let's pump through these fucking things. We're going good. But, I mean, cunts want to listen, let's listen. I don't want to, like, run out of... Anyway, right, next question. Have people done you dirty with your printing business on big orders, and how did it affect you, and how did you come out of it? Okay, long story short, I don't fuck around, and this is how I run my fucking business. Cash up, motherfucker, no tick. I am not investing hundreds, let alone thousands of dollars on stock that I'm going to then spend hours printing, that I'm going to then turn around for you to go, oh, actually, I didn't want that.
Yep.
It's all about clear communication. I've had a couple of instances where I've personally fucked up and just had to eat in it. I've miscommunicated and maybe used the wrong color or something like that. I had one job once where he was just a sookie motherfucker, and I just put it to him, and I don't care, because at the end of the day, bro, you don't specify things and you don't put things in detail and tell me things and then wait till I've printed to then tell me. You can suck me off. Fuck off, bro. But I think attitude has a lot to do with that. I think maintaining and being like, look, this is how I run my shit. I'm very clear with things like, this is how it is. Worst case, I'll send, if people are a bit iffy, I'll send test print photos and all that sort of stuff so they know what they're dealing with.
Being upfront and honest.
That's the biggest thing, yeah. Like,
you
I mean,
have
do you have any sort of like bike fuck ups? Have you come in and has there been any sort of has any cunt done you dirty? Because you sit on, you're in the position of like, I'll fix all this. You get a little bit of like a deposit for like,
I've got their object.
Correct. That's a different story.
I've got their object that they have they own.
Yeah.
So
If you don't pay me, your bike's mine. Can't.
and
Fuck you.
that's just the
Yep.
unspoken law in that field, And most people get it.
Yep.
They'll say it to me before, like I ring up, oh, yep, your bike's done. Oh, yeah, cool, man, no worries. I'll have to pick it up in the next week, maybe 2.
Yep.
I'll let you know because I don't have all that cash right now.
Yep.
And obviously I'm not going to come pick my bike up without paying for it.
Yep.
Most people understand that and will say that. And I'll always add to that sentence and be like, yeah, man, like your bike goes nowhere until I have all that cash in hand.
Yep.
Like, so I've got that leverage point of they can't do me dirty.
Yep.
To a point they can, because they can fucking sit the bike there for months and let it. But then that, I've got storage fee then if you start fucking around playing games and I can't pick me up. Righto, well, every fucking week you're paying an extra $20 because your bike's in me way.
Yep.
And it's done and I've done my part. All you need to do is pay it, come pick it up.
Yep.
And my business doesn't stop because you can't fucking afford to pick your bike up.
Yep.
It's just in my way now because my doors are still open and there's bikes rolling in, man.
Yep.
And I'm pushing your shit around to try and make space. Fuck, just come pick the fucking thing up. It's about as dirty as it can get.
Yep.
I'm very lucky though because I got a big fucking space,
Yep.
so they can kind of get pushed in the back. But then when I get busy, sometimes there's been times I've had over 20 Harleys in my workshop, and
hectic.
they're not fucking small bikes.
No.
And you don't want to be pushing dirt bikes around fucking $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 Harleys that you could potentially rub by and scratch or mark. Like it's just, I think it's not doing me dirty. It's more making me fucking angry. Yeah. Because it's just like, stop being lazy, cunt. Come pick your shit up and fuck it off.
And if you couldn't afford it, then don't come in here.
Yeah, like don't. Start the job if you know in 2 weeks' time when Schmidto's finished the job, I'm not going to be able to fucking afford it. But yeah, I think that's as far as that can go. No one can really do me dirty because at the end of the day, if you've got a plan on doing it, I'm the one that fucking gains in it because I end up with a bike.
Yep. Yeah. And I think it's sort of, going back to what I said, it's sort of setting yourself up so you can't get done dirty. And if the shit hits the fan, it's on you. It's that responsibility of like, look, this is how it is. You know how it is. I'm going to print that. And like I said, I've fucking eaten, last week we did a whole job and fucking he printed a bunch of grey jumpers. And for some fucked up reason, they were girls' jumpers. Yeah, they were women's hoodies. I didn't even know. He didn't even click on it. Went to the customer and he put them on and was like, bro, they're tiny. and they say woes. I'm like, that means woman's, man. I'm like, fuck it. They've fucked up. I'll sort this out. I went back to my invoice and I'd ordered woes. I don't think I did. I believe it was I reckon it was a website fuck up. I reckon I've clicked the jumper and because I've been ordering shit on that fucking, I know what
you don't just
I know when there's a girl wearing it and a guy wearing it. So, but at the same time, I can't put that on AS Color and be like, hey, your website fucked up and I wanted these ones. Yep, bro, it says on there that you ordered woes.
Yep.
Eat that. That's $200 gone, cunt. Suck in. And then whatever I pay him to print that. That was just $200 worth of stock.
Yes.
For fucking 6 or 7 fucking hoodies or some shit. Not even. Not even. It was like, I don't know. So, they're those things that just comes under responsibility of like, whoops, fucked up, shut up, eat it, keep moving.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do about that because if you start bitching and being like, that's where you lose customers. If you come back and be honest and real and be like, I fucked that up, I'm going to fix it for you, those customers will come back.
Yep.
Like, and I know that I've done it. I got fucking 2 boxes. I did this one job years ago back at my parents for just local fucking dude. They were all meant to be like grey and blue. I printed them white and blue. I'd done them before. I went and done these ones again and just was in a habit of like everyone's is just white in a colour.
Yep.
His was like this nice off grey. Just they look better, to be honest. Yep. And bro, I printed them all, fucking got to him and he was like, bro, these are all wrong. Like a whole job, man. Like I'm talking 1,500, 2 grand's worth of shit that I just had to go, all right, well, you bring them all back here, and I'm going to use them as test prints and do whatever I want with them, and I've got to order another fucking 50 hoodies.
And it's, like...
Eat that cunt.
I know from helping you, that like 50 hoodies, a big job, let's say, in that, it doesn't happen easy.
Nah.
There's a lot of fucking time. There's a lot of back and forth. That would have been fucking...
And they're those little things that you do. You've got to just fucking suck up and stay consistent. All right, shit happens, man. This is the fucking game I'm playing. I can't be perfect.
Yep.
Shit happens, but just try and maintain it and not do that shit. Just
learn from your mistakes, man. Yep. That's the biggest thing, 100%.
All right, was there anyone that pulled you out of trouble with business? Me, myself, and I, motherfucker. What do you struggle with most in life? Like, do you have depression or any type of anxiety? Personally, I'm an anxious cunt. My dreams, my visions are so big, and I can't grab them yet, which makes me extremely anxious. I have obviously every now and then I go through a little bit of like, a bit of a sad time, a little bit of, like I'm sort of was saying earlier, the little bit of the tears of the clown. If I'm extremely high at points and it's all happened and then the next couple of days I get a little bit lost in myself because I can't quite reach those highs again. But yeah, that's probably, I'm an anxiety guy.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. Major.
Yeah.
Anxiety is
Yeah.
major. Social anxiety.
Yep.
Fucking not really ever depressed.
Mm.
I've been in some dark times with a lot of things.
Oh, been there. Been there.
Majorly, but still, after being there, it never got to the point of, I'm done.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Yep.
Like, so, yeah, I guess, yeah,
Yeah, it's the future freak out rather than the past freak out, and I think that obviously that comes
Pretty
down to the
much.
life you've lived. Like you said, man, we've been lucky. We've achieved things. We've kicked goals. We're not looking back going, that hurt me, they hurt me, that broke me. I mean, we can
100%.
fuck them all, but it's that more like we're in that zone of like, fuck, we achieved that. I want to achieve that now. Oh my God, that's stressing me out. Rather than certain people obviously not knowing that's a thing to be able to master and then being in that position and just being stuck in the past. Like, very,
And
that's traumatized stuck.
Everyone, I feel personally, and I feel I'm pretty right in saying it, everyone deals with anxiety, depression, like, you know, ADHD, ADD, all of those headline things. It's just, everyone's got it in them. It just depends how bad of it is on each topic on the scale between, you know, your depression, your anxiety, all the above. And that's one of the hardest things. It takes a lot of time in life to figure it out.
Yeah.
To get the understanding of who you actually are and what it is that you, I guess you could call, what problems you have.
Yep.
To then understand to keep them under control.
Yep.
And I personally figured out, you know, with my anxiety, like I wondered why. Like, yes, I knew I'd crashed a lot and I ended up in the position I ended up with, medication, all the above. But I asked myself so much through that 10-year period, why the fuck are you like this, man? Why are you chasing this so hard? Why does this feel so fucking good for you?
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up being with the Valium, that allowed me to feel normal. I don't know what normal is, but as a human, I felt relaxed, confident enough within myself to confront anyone and anything, all the above. It was good.
Yep.
And I didn't figure that out, man, until I stopped taking it.
Yeah, okay. Which is why people get addicted. That is the key reason why she's a banger, because that's what it does with everyone.
Yeah, and because it's depending
I'm
on
relaxed, I'm confident.
because everyone's got it, as I say.
yeah.
Those things. It
Yep.
just depends how hard you've got it and how big of an issue it is on the scale.
Yep.
And I didn't realize, I watched my mum be super, super, super anxious the whole time I was young growing up. And I would always ask, Mum, why are you like that? Mum, don't worry about that. Don't just leave that. It's fine. Don't worry. It's all good. Don't worry about cleaning that. No one's going to see it. The list goes on.
Yep.
I never got it.
Yep.
I never understood, why the fuck is this a thing? Like, why is my mum so on edge all the time, or having to do this or needing to do that? I am an exact replica of that person now.
Fuck yeah.
I just understand that. I know that, and I've embraced that, and I've done the things I've needed to do to
Control it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's taken fucking long time to get to that point, and a lot of fucking pain and misery and hurt and injuries and all the above. But after rehab and I got out clean, all the above, I then realized, like, fuck, this is what it feels like to be real, raw. You know, feel every emotion, fucking see everything for what it is, like all of that shit. And that is one of the things that I guess you could say I was running from unknowingly. And then with the medication coming along and it making that thing I was running from feel non-existent almost, and I was comfortable. I could do it, didn't have to worry about things that I would potentially be anxious about.
Yeah.
And I feel now that's why I went as hard as I did and as deep as I did for as long as I did on that huge amount of fucking medication because
Didn't want that anxiety.
yeah, but at the time I didn't
You
know.
didn't know. Yeah, you didn't know that's what you were hiding in a nutshell.
or trying to
Cover.
and
Mask.
fucking piss off basically. Mask is the word I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Until 10 years later, now 15 years later, because I'm 5 years clean out of rehab, and I'm still figuring it out. And it's probably one of the biggest things I'm still figuring and working on at this point in my life after everything is how to control. Now I don't have that mask anymore.
Yep.
How to control certain situations, and I've run from certain situations and gone, nah, I ain't doing that today. I ain't going there. I ain't putting myself around those people because I was already so highly fucking strung that morning.
Yep.
I couldn't do it to myself of putting myself and it was shit. It felt shit, letting people down, all the above. They don't understand it to a point, whatever. Maybe they do. I don't know, but it makes, it was a shit feeling. It is a shit feeling, but I have to do what's right for me, and I now know what's right for me. And if it means I've got to let someone down, unfortunately, or a bunch of people down because I'm looking after myself, well, sorry, but I'm going to do that because it's taken me this long to be able to have that fucking control. And that control feels good, but I'm still anxious as fuck.
Yeah, but you're also a people person. That's why that's hard for you.
Yeah.
Like if I called you and said, Schmidt, I need a hand, you'd put you aside.
Always, man.
To do and we're both the same cunt in that sense.
Always.
But when you realize that and you, like you said, once you can have that control to be like, you don't really need me, bro. I need me.
Yes. And
when
I'm sorry.
When you really need me, I'll come and I'll be there. But like, let's be real. Right now, fuck off, bro. I need to sort my own shit out.
To a point.
Yeah.
And like, it's a big topic. Like for me especially, probably for most people.
Yeah.
But I'm in a time of my life of understanding that, and I've done a lot of work to get to this point. So that's why I say it's such a big topic, and it's something I deal with so thickly all day, every day.
Yep.
And I probably will for the rest of my life.
Yep.
I just need to take control of it and figure out what I can use and do to make those things easier rather than a fucking drug.
Yeah. Run away from it and, you, like you said, mask it with a drug.
Yeah.
All right, moving on, because we are fucking... Nah, whatever. You're on a fucking cruise. You're enjoying the fuck out of it, aren't you? Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, another one.
Cheers for you still being here if you are still
Fuck
here.
yeah, sick
Fucking
cunts.
on yous.
All right, Men's Mental Health Month first. Fuck Pride Month. Love skeet. So, I'm not going to get too much into this one because I probably could get right into it. But I'm going to be real. I actually did a little search this morning and I find it very, very ironically weird that Pride Month is the same month as Men's Mental Health Month. Mm-hmm. What are you trying to do here?
Yeah.
Just asking? Fuck off. It's for the boys. It's always about the boys. Look after yourself, boys. It's fucking not easy out there, right? It's hard as fuck. No one gives a fuck about you. It's okay. Give a fuck about yourself. Trust me. And once you start giving a fuck about yourself, you'll find a few other motherfuckers that care about themselves too, and they'll also care about you. It's this, you'll get there. But trust me, it's fucking hard. Keep trucking.
Keep pushing, man.
Just
that's it.
That's all we can do, man. We got to just fucking survive, boys.
And
that is our fucking natural instinct is to fucking survive, cunts.
Yep.
Keep fucking fighting. We got this.
Push.
Because we need more of yous too. We really need a lot of you cunts to harden the fuck up because...
and it's not even harden... Well, it is. It's harden the fuck up, but it's more to the point of fucking, like Shane said earlier, I'm pretty sure, grab a hold of your fucking nuts, and if something's not feeling right, if you're fucking running from something, if you're feeling fucking like you've got that fucking demon swinging over your head and you just can't get rid of the fucker, or you're having deep fucking nasty fucking thoughts, all of it, speak up, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, whether it's a close mate, a family member, fucking lifeline. Like as extreme as that sounds, whatever. Do what it is that you've got to do to help yourself.
Yeah, and I think these days too, man, it's all out there, man. Find the right algorithms. You start liking the right posts and stuff that give you a little bit of inspiration every day, and they'll keep coming up. And that's all you need. You just need something to fucking drive you. Find something you fucking love. And if I'm being real, and it's what I've refound myself by making this joint. Like, I had a passion for crafts and arts, and I threw that away. I had this conversation with Schmidt the other week when we were in hospital, right? Long story short, I used to be artistic as fuck. I used to paint things. I used to make things. I used to even do an art class. 14, 15 years old. I remember, and this is no hard feelings. I get it. We were all kids. I get where they were coming from as them in this stage. We were at a mate's joint. I'm pretty sure it was Schmido and our mate Kapiris. We were out the back, and for some weird reason, I might have been like, I got to go, boys. I've got art class tonight. And it was like, just go. Yeah, fucking art class. You're a loser.
I feel fucking shit.
Oh, no, but it doesn't. Don't. Because at the end of the day, it's made me who the fuck I am. It's good things. These are little things that you need in life. And I can go back to it now. And that's the key. That I can see it for what it was, and that put my art wall up. I still was artistic. I'd still go to school and draw in me notepad, and I'd still make movies, and I'd still have a brand. Like, I was still artistic. I just had this like, oh, I'm not going to do it like that anymore. I'm not going to paint and make things. Like, it was just a different vision. But
Kapiris, we're arseholes.
yeah, fuck you, Kapiris and Schmido, you fucking cunts. So anyway, long story short, building this joint, I found my passion for crafts and that. So my point is, go back to that one thing you loved when you were young. Someone probably told you, don't do that, that's shit. Do this, that's cool. Fuck them.
Yeah.
They're mad cunts. I love them both. But fuck them. Go back and find that thing that is you. It's in there. You did it as a kid. You fucking loved it. Whether it was fucking drawing, fucking jumping, doing backflips on a trampoline, riding your horse, riding your bike, whether you just, it's in there. Go back to that fucking child of you and find it. Trust me, it's good for you. All right, moving on. Next question. That was the whole mental health thing. Yeah, and again, look after yourself, boys. You've got this. Fucking stay strong.
Reach out.
Fuck yeah. Have a yarn. Have a good fucking yarn to some cunts. But you got to judge it too. You got to find the right cunts that you got to be able to. Yeah, you got to be like this cunt gets it. I'm gonna fucking just drop a bomb on this cunt. All right,
because he can take it.
Yes, correct. Yeah, fucking oath. All right, big fucking snowy dog. Tell me why that Osmo camera is so good. Let's get into it. Well, look. Have a fucking look at me, and then have a look at Schmido, right? And then have a look at the room. Just out of curiosity, how good was the fucking Apprentice's chop on that? Was it pretty good? So, long story short, these cameras are the fucking sickest. They're probably the best camera I've bought ever.
As soon as I seen Shane's new one, I literally that same day I went and brought one because I was like, this thing is fucking great.
The Apprentice did exactly the same thing. We were looking at videos, and I think we went and bought it. Did we both go buy it on Boxing Day? Yeah, bro. Both of us, man, we were in Boxing Day with our Christmas money and our Boxing Day sale. Let's get $200. Oh, we probably got $20 off. And then same thing too. Andy bought one. Actually, Andy bought one first. Andy was the first to have one because we were talking about it. He just went out and fucking bought one because he was going on some trip or some shit. So he had one. We're currently running 3 of them at the moment. As we were talking before, we're probably going to bring in the young bucks so then we can have another one for a guest. They are just a fucking brilliant camera. I've got a few Osmos up there, some older models and some different ones like that. I've always been a big fan of them. They've always been really good quality cameras. Same as DJI drones. Their images are just bullshit. But there's just something about this. For instance, like it's face tracking me now. I can move like this and I can move like that. It's tracking me. It's pretty fucking good. 4K, super good slow-mo. They're really good in low light. Like really good to the point where it can be dark and even your eyes are like, I can hardly see, but the camera's like fucking bright as. Small, nimble, batteries seem to be
robust,
really
man.
good. Yeah, I mean, I watched, like, Andy's a bit of a rough bloke with his fucking wheelchair. Yeah, he just sort of flings around and throws cameras on his lap and they fall off his lap and I watched him flog the fuck out of that Osmo Pocket at Summer Nats, and she's still pretty good.
I've dropped mine a bunch of times. Well, not a bunch, at work, filming,
True.
in a position, getting a time lapse or a hyperlapse of whatever I'm doing, and then the fucking camera is just hidden in amongst everything, tools, knock or grab a tool, pick up the side of the fucking camera, spin it upside down, boom, gimbal's on the ground, fucking wigging out, doing its thing. Fucking turn it off, turn it back on again, back, good, solid. I guess you do that enough, it's going to fucking let go and break at some point, or if you drop it hard enough. But robust enough as it is. Shane's obviously can talk way more in depth on the goodness of the quality and the 4Ks and all the different options you've got. But me personally, I had what's the Osmo?
The mobile. One of the mobile ones.
Yeah, you put your phone in it, so you're filming on your phone, and I had that, and it's a bit bigger and it's bulky, but still sick. And I ran that for fucking a few years. With what me and Shane were doing, and then when I started the business, I was using that. But then running a business, trying to film your job,
use your
people
phone.
trying to ring you, and it's a job, and then you got to. So it's just become fucky. So I've noticed that with this thing is sick. Your phone's fucking in your pocket. You can be on your phone while you're still filming your fucking shit.
Yep. They're super in that sense too. Like, I feel like they're real consistent with the linkage of the phone. Like, I can be fucking around. I can have a weird idea out the back. I can grab my Osmo, give it to the apprentice, be like, bruv, shoot this. I fucking talk a bit of shit, bang, drop it to my phone. Takes fucking not even 2 minutes, depending on how long the video is. Cut it up. It's fucking quality. It looks good as fuck. Like, some of the shots I'm getting with this are like a proper cinematic. I was even going through some shit just when we were fucking around with the Falcon the other day. Bro, some of the welding shots. Are like, are you fucking serious? Like, this is a straight fucking movie. So, yeah, if you're out there and you're looking for a good camera, the Osmo Pocket 3 is absolutely classic. I'm not getting any fucking props for this. One day, DJI better hook me up with something free, because I've sold a shit ton of their products, whether it comes from being like, yeah, brother, get this drone, get that drone. End of the day, DJI are a great company. Their products, hands down. So that's all the props you're getting for free. Snowy's on a double hit here. Which piece of your content has had the furthest reach and why? So, just to triple check and be like 100% what's going on, my biggest moving video at the moment is sitting, pressing buttons, the wrong one. Where's shorts? It's a short on YouTube. So, if we're talking big content, man, nothing's really hit big. It's all the little bullshit things, man. It's crazy. Sorry, I'm just trying to actually find it here. So, long story short, here it is. 16 million views, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have a round of applause there, big dog? Yeah! All right, yeah, so 16 million views on the Falcon video. That's the original Falcon Bentley video. So that's the Whisper one.
That's so many eyes.
Fucking 16 million views, bro. It's massive. It's pretty big. And it's also a bit weird that it is like, that's the first applause I've actually got for it.
Yeah.
No one's been like, I mean, there's been a couple, like, I've been bantering with mates and been like, bro, this is at 6, and they're like, fuck, that's pretty good, man, well done. But like, if it just wigs me out, like, if this was a maintained business, we would have had a party at one
for that.
But there would have been a fucking,
yeah,
we're all set, we did it, cunts.
Yeah.
But it's me in my room going,
yeah,
well done, Shano. What's next? Like, it's fucking crazy. I believe that, because I think part of that question was, and why? I believe that I jumped on, actually, I started that fucking trend. I didn't give a fuck what anyone says. My first one, there's also the Falcon, so that's the Lamborghini one. I think, is the 16 million. The Whisper one, and then there was the original one I did with the Bentley that was just me like trashing the car a bit. That was original. I still think I did that before anyone jumped on that like flip thing. I won't claim it, but I'm pretty fucking sure I started that fucking trend, right? It was a trend. It took off. It makes sense. That's probably the why. The other one is sitting, so there's two of them. There's the Whisper Falcon one and the original Falcon one. The original Falcon one is at 13 million and the Whisper Falcon one is at 16 million. That's a total of 29 million views on Falcon videos. That's sick.
Yeah, that is big. That's massive.
And, you know, that obviously helped things like my YouTube. I got a fucking shit ton of subscribers. I went from like 5,000 to 60-something thousand. It's thrown my YouTube a little bit out of whack because it's obviously just gone into like the algorithm and it's going in front of people that probably wouldn't watch my shit on the regular. But at the end of the day, it sort of does make everything look good on paper with everything else moving. So, like, when people are like, oh, who's this dude on Instagram fucking doing this shit? I'll go to his YouTube. Fuck, he's got 60,000 fucking followers. I might subscribe too. It's all about that presentation and illusion-y bullshit.
And I feel it's helped you in the sense of, you know, I can jump on YouTube on my TV at home and it all comes up loads fresh and you're usually in, you know, your head's in the shorts.
Yep.
Right. And it's not there because I watch them.
Yep.
Like I've seen them all, but I'm not there I don't watch shorts.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube, I
Yep.
don't. But
Yep.
yeah, you're usually there in, you know, that 5 you get on your first screen. Yeah.
That's
like
good.
you
That's
usually
good to know that that's how the algorithm's setting it. Because, like, obviously you'll watch my normal videos, so it's like, hey, check out his shorts. So that's good to know that that's the, I guess, what's happening there.
But fuck, to get to that point.
Oh, man. And, you know, like, that comes too. Like, that was a fucking piss take. That second one with 16 million views, Spencer, my brother-in-law, filmed that on my phone with my niece in his hand.
Yep.
Like, the whole thing was filmed like, oh, get this bit. Oh, stop looking for a second. All right, go.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go run in there. You know what I should do? I should just fucking strap some fucking knives to me fingers and run them along the thing. Bang, 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 bang. Like that. They were all, none of that was mastered. Going back to what I was sort of talking about earlier, like I want to master things. The truth is I learned a lot that like off the cuffness works.
Yep.
So I'm really trying to embrace that a lot more. What are your goals for the next 5 years? And I love the vids. What are your goals for the next 5 years, Schmido?
Yeah, to continue on the business and grow it. Semi-headed in a different direction. Always obviously going to be bikes and mechanics and everything that I'm doing now, but also add to that to then hopefully fine-tune it to then become some sort of little bit more of a unique certain something. I'm not going to say too much.
Yeah, you don't want to let
because
too much.
wanna-
Yeah.
I want to master that more so within myself before I put it out there. So yeah, just grow basically in the business, moving forward all the time for the better. Heal. Yeah, always. I'm always healing. Yeah, fucking become a better person within myself.
Yep.
Focus. Yeah, I've kind of dropped off on taking care of me as such in the last couple of months, I guess, but there's been a lot going on. This broken leg has probably pulled the brakes on everything to allow me
to stop and
stop and kind of go, right, what do you got to, change? What do you got to fine tune here?
Yep.
So yeah, 5 years growing, doing better things, becoming a better person. Yeah. A better, what's the word I'm looking for? Creating a better version of myself.
Nicely put.
Basically.
I like that. That's
what was it? The other part of it? In the next 5 years.
And I love the vids.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
What about you, Shano?
Very similar. I think that's a pretty good take to have at it. Just bettering everything within yourself. Being a better motherfucker in general always goes a long way. I'd obviously like everything to be sitting a lot smoother and cleaner, and have the brand be pretty good in a sense. Like I'd like MDP to be sort of just like really moving steady, so it's consistent. It's fucking in everyone's faces. The fucking world's rocking it.
Which it's getting
It's
more and more.
Yeah, it is. Within the last sort of, everything's picked back up a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep on that. Obviously, the whole entertainment, I'm going to, within 5 years, fucking, how do we just break it down to be? Within 5 years, I'm going to be one of Australia's, no, I'm going to be Australia's best entertainer.
There you go. You've
Eat
heard
that
it.
up. I'm
Heard it
coming
here.
for all of you motherfuckers, bro. I'm coming. And if you can't see it, you're not looking hard enough. That's the aim. I'm gonna be fucking Logan Paul of Australia, but then I'm gonna take that to the world too. Like I don't want to just be that Aussie dude. I'm going everywhere. I'm going the big time. I'm going there, and that's the goal. That's the aim. It's slowly. I'm climbing it. Obviously, things like business, I want just to be just running smooth. I want to be able to be putting out fucking high quality content continuously with like a good creative crew around me that knows what the fuck we're doing and is into it every fucking day. And we're just fucking living, sending it, fucking. That's the go. Maybe a few other bits and pieces, again, just that being a better motherfucker, being better for the people around you.
Yep.
Focusing the time I do have on people that matter
Yep.
rather than people that
100%.
don't.
Yep.
Just those little things like that are a big one. But to be completely honest, and it's really something I've ever really said to because I keep it to myself, but like I'm fucking going big, man. I'm going real big.
Yep.
And I have to. I can't
And
half-ass
that's
this
the
shit
attitude
anymore.
you need to have with
Yeah.
anything that you're gonna do and you're chasing, especially when you're chasing something that's not really, I guess you could say, out there.
Mm.
You can't really go to someone and be like, "Oh, fucking
How do we
give
do
us a
this?"
chop out," or
yeah.
not even how do I do it, because
Yeah.
you understand what you're doing and what you need to do and how to go about it, but there's just so many unseen things that get
Yeah.
in the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't tell you what the unseen things are. Neither can you.
Sometimes I can't either. Yeah,
It's
you just
you got to work with them, work around them, and fucking when they come to you, figure them out at that point in time and keep moving forward, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not a fucking easy game, the game you're playing.
like it is. It's hard, but at the same time, I watch what's going on. I look at people that are doing it, and I do think I know what I need to do.
Yep.
And I'll do I will. I'll do whatever it fucking takes because it's like I haven't worked this hard to not do that.
That's right.
So we're going big time, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. You're going to see me fucking everywhere. I'm going to be that cunt. Spanian. Look out, cunt. Nah, you're all right. We'll fucking hustle together. I like your flow. All right, another question, and we'll fucking start. We got two more, and we'll just fucking call it. How long you been riding bikes for? I see a lot of content with cars, Fords mainly. Look, I'm going to scrape over that real quick. Fuck yeah, Fords. It's not, to be honest, it's sort of like a little bit of a joke. It's just we're running with it. Fuck yeah, Falcons. Look at them. They're tough as fuck. Built Ford. I've always been a bit of a Ford dude. My old man's a Ford dude. That's just where all that comes from. When it comes down to riding dirt bikes, 4, I think I was, when I got on my first QR and ran into a fence. And ever since then, schmeat.
Yeah, I was 2.5 when I first started riding
Yep.
on my own, I guess you could say.
Yep.
Yeah,
And since. just-
ever since, haven't
on a bike.
stopped, basically, and my life has revolved
Yep.
around that and still does.
Falcons or Commodores?
I've always been a Holden guy.
You have.
Always been a Holden guy. But at the
Yes.
same time, too,
How good
now
Falcon?
I can fucking appreciate the fuck out of a Barra. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. They're a fucking good engine. But as for that, again, though, I was going to say it for your sake, too, like, because the burnout scene and all that, cars, it's never been cars.
Nah, never.
Especially for me, and I know you couldn't give a fuck either.
No.
Like, I don't care about cars. I fucking don't like them. I like to have my own car
Yep.
that's nice, neat, tidy, clean. It gets me from A to B.
Yep.
I ain't doing much more to it or with it.
Yep.
Give me a bike,
Yeah.
different fucking story.
Yep. And I think I'm sort of. It is weird because a lot of people get that impression of me. Like they're like, oh, come out to this shitty burnout event and come. I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't take it the wrong way. I love you're passionate about something. Stay like that.
And I love watching a skid.
Fuck yeah. Oh, bro, and you rock up out the front and you fucking start barking it up. I'm going to be the first one to go, yeah, cunt. But I don't care. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way for that shit. I'm not going to, as well as it being an entertainment thing, you're going to see it all. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be fucking shit up and blowing things up and fucking doing skids in things and all that because it is fun. I love it. But it's like I don't have that passion that the burnout in. I don't want to sit in my shed and build this fucking tough engine. I don't want to polish my car. I don't give a fuck. As you can tell, the Falcon's a piece of shit. That's what I like. I want to have fun. It's all about a bit of FUN, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Dirt bikes are sick.
Fuck yeah.
should
What
say
made you get into
motorbikes.
printing clothes, production, and film as well? Cut that short. I sort of touched on it earlier, I guess, with the whole, like, I was working for a screen printer. I obviously had the brand in the background. It worked. It was always something I did. I was printing T-shirts in my shed with Schmido with fucking paint and stencils when we were, like, 14. It's always been, like, have a brand. So it sort of just all came into it. And same with, like, filming and stuff. It's always just been a passion. I've always sort of enjoyed film, movies, having a camera, filming things.
Like we were saying before.
It's always
like,
been part of me.
always just filmed us riding.
Yep.
Now us riding isn't a thing, I guess you could say, like
No.
it was.
Yep.
So you've now had to take that passion and put it in place in a different light.
Yep.
You know, you don't just, oh yeah, it's Saturday, we're going riding.
Yeah.
Sweet. Load up the cameras, charge them.
Yep.
I'm on.
Yep.
You've kind of, you know,
I had to
worked
change my content way because of
Yeah.
what's happening around
But
me.
you've also now got people yelling out to you going, yo, come film this event.
Yep.
Or, oi, I'm going to practice for fucking Fink.
Yeah.
And we're going here. Can
Want some shots,
you want
come
some
get us.
shots. Fucking, you know, you've worked enough in that light for people to know that they can call on you to get quality
Yep.
in that way, you know, when they want fucking footage, whatever. Whereas for, just picking up your cameras and going for a ride with the boys on a Saturday and Sunday, it's no longer a thing.
Yep. Yeah. That's which. It's funny though because every now and then that does happen, and I get fucking excited. Like for instance, there's those like like Russell hit me up. We're going to do some fucking skids out on the fucking Harleys. The boys are there. I'm like, oh,
Well, man,
this is what I love.
That was the weekend I
That was-
fucking broke
yeah.
myself. Like,
Yeah.
Saturday, we went riding on the
Yep.
dirt bikes and
Yep.
we were going to have a fucking sick day and go, fuck yeah, come back, probably watch some of the fucking footage like we used to. They're like, oh, how funny is that? Whatever.
Yep.
And then we were literally going on the next day, Sunday, I was gonna come with you and go
Yeah.
and fucking
Fuck
skid
around.
some Harleys and do some monos in the streets and all that, where that kind of didn't happen. But
I did. I went and did
yeah,
it.
Shane did it. So, so there's kind of things like that, weekends like that you get hit up for and kind of get your fix
Yep.
in that old way sense, I
Yep.
guess.
I've just noticed there's a fucking shit ton of these fucking more questions on Facebook. But we are sort of running.
Is there any good ones that poke out
That's
to
sort of
you?
what I mean, they're all we've touched a lot of subjects, and I feel like this one's pretty just funny. Could I come do stunt? Can I? What does that actually say? Could I come do some stunt riding for you on my old school Honda XR250R for you?
Sick.
Yeah, bruh. Hit us up. Let's pop some wheelies, cuz.
XR250.
That's a pisser. What are your thoughts on the current global situation? We can get right in. This is a whole episode, but we'll cover. What are your thoughts on the current global situation? COVID control, governments, gender fluids, etc. It's
Fuck
fucked.
up.
It's all about. It's all about control. It's all about distraction. Just open your eyes, kids. Open your fucking eyes and see them for what it really is. What's your favorite thing as a kid? Fuck. Probably movies and bikes.
That's bikes, man.
Yeah.
It's for me, bikes.
Yeah, a bit of art, obviously. I was into art and that.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Love The Simpsons. bit of Batman, bit of Jurassic Park. Anyway, what do you prefer more, mate? Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Fuck, I didn't see this one earlier. What do you prefer more, making content or slinging some screen print garments? Bro, making content, you can fuck screen printing, bro. It's a job, man. Nah, look, it's pretty good. It keeps you fit, keeps your fucking shoulders taut. It is satisfying on certain jobs when you get certain artistic jobs and you dial them in and all that stuff. But, man, nothing beats content creating. It's full creation. Like, it's depth, deep as creation. Love it. This is a funny one, because obviously they don't know you. But ever had troubles in the past with addiction apart from chuff? What are you saying? What the fuck are you saying? Are you saying I've got a problem with chuff? I haven't heard chuff in ages. All right, boys, you want to go out the back and have a quick chuff? Yeah. Me personally, yeah, look, I was a little bit of an alcoholic in my younger days. Probably about from, I guess, sort of 17, 18 to about 21, 22. I think I was about 22 or 23 when I fucked it off. But, yeah, I was a fucking pretty hardcore pisshead. You, Shmono? We know, if you don't know this, you need to go back to some other episodes. But a 10-year addiction to fucking codeine, he's the man.
Over it quickly, fucking... Yeah, was majorly addicted to opiates and Valium. I can't remember the family name of that, but Valium and Oxys was huge to me, obviously from injury, but then I just ended up abusing them and it went on for ages, and then the injuries continued to happen. And it just was, it was massive. And it got to a point where I then ended up on methadone, 145 milligrams of that daily, with anywhere from however many I had, 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 fucking Valiums on top of that per day.
Cunt loved it.
Like, went hard. And then, worked even harder to get off the shit. Fucking rehab. 28-day program, did it in 21 days, and have been clean off all of that shit ever since, up until I've now broken my leg again, but have taken a completely different route on medication due to that 10-year fuck-up rut that I was stuck in. So, crazy to be back in this position again, but also crazy to see it in a different light and understand it a little bit more and know the game I'm actually playing here, because it's massive, and it's a hard one. it's a hard one to have such a full on extent injury to then not fall in some sort of a trap. So I'm glad I've got 10 to 11 years worth of experience to not.
Yep. Fucking hell. And on that note too, if anyone is, it's doable. It's all on you though.
100%. It is 110% on yourself. Like, you have to do the work. You have to want to do it to begin with, and then you have to want to continue to do it once you've committed to going, I'm fucking going to attack this because it's massive. And I know in a few episodes to come, there's going to be certain people on board, guests, whatever, that I'll get right into that side of things again. But we have spoken about it previously.
Go back to some other episodes, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 18th episode, so there's plenty more. Go back, do some research. We've had plenty of yarns.
But I still feel when I do get into it again at a later stage, it's going to be a little bit more, I'll be able to shine a little bit more light on certain things.
Fuck yeah, you're further out.
I've got a way bigger understanding of what it is that I was fucking with now.
Yep. And that's pretty much, I do still feel like I would just want to maybe touch, apart from chuff, let's get into the whole little bit of a chuff thing, just so people understand where I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't really abuse it. I can, but it's an end of the day thing. I don't fucking smoke during work times. I don't, unless it depends on my creative. If I'm sitting down and I'm editing all day, I'll probably have a little bit of a blaze. If I'm working and I've got to fucking deal with the apprentice and I've got to deal with customers and I've got to be on the emails and all that shit, I'm not smoking. And that's just how it is. I've learnt to be able to control it. I actually like to be on the ball and sober most of the day, and then I like to then have a little release at night, get a little bit artistic, float around my factory and make and build something, or just watch something with a little bit of calmness in me, or whatever you want to call it.
I feel the best way to put it is, and especially after all the shit that I've dealt with, you use it as a tool.
Correct.
It's a fucking tool, man.
Correct.
And
that's sort of how I like to look at it too. I don't look at it to be like, oh, I'm just going to use this for this or that, like blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, I fucking struggle to sleep. I sit up till I can fucking smash truff and still not want to go to sleep because I'm just like, fuck, what can I make? What can I paint? My head. So it's a bit of a knockout thing. Otherwise, I just wouldn't fucking sleep. I'd just be ADHD all day, every fucking day. So there's got to be a little bit of a come down. I need to bring myself down, and I think I've been able to find this, and it works for me. I get that not everyone it works for. I get that it's probably not good for a lot of people because it makes you lazy and shit. It doesn't. I'll smoke some fucking weed and fucking turn some music up and do work, cunt. That's the difference. If you can't work like that, then
it's not for you.
It's not for you. But some people it's good for, and that's all it is. And I think it is. It's judging it for what it is and using it and not abusing it. Yeah. If you can control that and have control over yourself and have a little bit of willpower, it won't take over your life. You won't be just sitting there playing fucking PlayStation games doing fuck all with yourself if you have a little bit of oomph in you.
I'll ask you this then, Shane.
Go, hit me.
If you right now, if I said to you, all the weed in the world is gone.
Yep.
How would that sit with you for, the likes of tonight, tomorrow night? Like in this initial week,
I'd be like,
fuck.
Lucky I got a bud. I got a quick bud. I'm going to smoke this bud tonight. This will be my last one. But no, like in general, I'd be like, fuck.
That bud's gone too.
No. I got a cheeky little supply in the back. I put one in the bucket. Nah, look, I'd be like, fuck. The next week would be a sweaty night.
Yep.
But what the fuck do you do?
The only reason I ask that is because of the addiction.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Because
and I know that's it's, you know what the funny thing is? It's more of like, because I do it now, it's like, it's there. So like we could get on a plane tomorrow, fly somewhere, and I know I wouldn't need it. If we fucking did mad shit all day and got back to somewhere, and I know I'd be tired, there'd be a point of that. I have to fill my days with a lot of stuff, so I do get tired.
Yep.
But it's that I also know that, like, I don't plan on really stopping anytime soon. So why would I just half-ass it and have shitty night's sleep for no reason? Like, I do this. It is what it is. When the time comes to quit, I'll just fucking walk the fuck away from it. Yeah. Like, I know that. It's like, but I also don't believe I'll fully walk away. It'll be something that I always sort of fucking have a little bit of a fucking Saturday or Friday night thingo. But
100%.
At the same time too, where I'm at in life, like, I sit around in my room by myself. Mm-hmm. And I know that doing that makes that a little bit sadder.
Yep.
But it also doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I'm comfortable with me now.
I
can
sense.
Relate. Yeah,
110% to that.
It's fucking lonely, man. And Mary Jane's my fucking girl.
Yeah.
And until I actually find my girl,
she's there.
She's there for me.
Yep.
And she gets things done, man. Look.
Yeah, 100%. Well,
fuck you if you think weed's bad. Look what the fuck I've done, cunt.
Yeah, and it all comes down to the individual for sure.
100%.
But I can work on it just as, like, as you say, over night time, like, fuck, that big resurrection piece I did on me wall in the workshop, like, that night, fucking blazing, sweet as the whole time. That was sweet. And the only reason I touch on what I asked before was because I know personally within myself, if every bud disappeared off the planet tomorrow, I'd be like, oh, fuck. Like, I'd be shattered.
Bummer.
Fucking spewing. But
it'd be terrible for humankind.
Yeah.
Like, we need, you all need to get on a bit of weed, to be fucking honest.
But yeah, I can, as you say, like, I can walk away from it today and I wouldn't even sweat from it. And that's like a spin.
Like, I know, I literally, I would sweat from it for a week.
Yeah.
I know that.
Cold sweats.
Yeah,
Like,
that's just going to come part of the releasing. But look, that's about it. I hope we've fucking got it. How long are we going for there, big fella? 2 hours and 4 minutes. Fuck!
Sorry,
2 hour,
guys.
bros, eh? Did we get
well.
to get you where you needed to go? Fuck me, this is going to have like 4 views. But anyway, they're going to go, fuck, 2 hours. I don't give a fuck what these cunts have got today.
Yeah,
Here we are.
We're doing it. So whether you listen to it or not, it's here now. It's
Fucking
done,
oath.
and there's more coming. So hit us up. Give us, what do you want to hear from us? What do you want to know? We're always going to have our own topics and things that we run off, but it makes a massive difference when there's a banter between the audience and us. As I said at the start, I'm going to get more socialized on my side of putting it out there, asking what people want to hear next time round, all the above. So put it in the comments, hit us up, let us know via our socials, whichever way you can contact us, do it.
If you know anyone or you want to see anyone, if you're like, fuck, these dudes would have a good yarn with this cunt, and maybe you're the connection in the middle, fucking link us, put us together. If you know someone that, just throw it out there and be like, hey, aren't you friends with this cunt? Fucking, why don't you talk to him? Put it all out there, make it happen.
Also, constructive criticism.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like,
tell us what we're doing wrong.
Yeah, what you don't like, what you fucking hate hearing, how you don't like us, whatever it may be. Fucking shoot it to us.
Trust you ain't going to fucking stab this skin, boys and girls. We are thick as fuck over here. You can throw a fucking...
The nurse that tried to put my fucking cannula in the last time, she's like, fuck, you got some tough skin. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Figuratively and literally. You know what the fuck I mean. Anyway,
Literally,
that's the word I was looking for. All right, on that note, thanks for popping in. Again, you know what to do. Fucking listen on the fucking Spotifys and the iTunes and all those ones. Watch it on the YouTube. Fucking subscribe it, like it. Give it a share. Show your mates. Watch it with the fucking family. That's it.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
coming.
coming.
Getting from us today. Enjoy. Have a good one. That's a wrap.
Peace out.
Woo!
My die!